Hey everyone, welcome to today's live, which is going to be a little bit different because something really big happened overnight. I will share in a second. I can barely contain myself. I'm super grateful. So today's session is a book launch because yesterday my book, my baby, just dropped into this world. um, Naked Womanizer, Awaken Your Inner Rebel, for every woman who dares to dream bigger. And I'm just so excited that this message is out in this world. I can't wait for so many women to be able to read it and give me feedback because I know what it's like to be in that place when we see no hope. Um, we feel lonely and isolated and the only ones struggling with self doubt and insecurities and feeling insignificant. And I want every single woman to know that you are nothing else but fabulous. You are wonderful and you deserve the best things in life. So that's what my book is about, to walk you through a 4-step process from awakening to the shift to gain emotional independence and financial freedom. This is the pinnacle of all because we can't achieve financial freedom until we achieve emotional independence. But for that, we have to do so much work. The good news is that it took me 5 years um, process that is condensed into a very short process, like I said, and you don't need to struggle for years. And if you feel that, oh yeah, but hang on, Anna Maria, I've been struggling for decades. This is how everything has been for decades. I can tell you that I was in my mid 40s when I started this journey. So if I could do it after 45 years of believing that I was a nobody, not important, that I didn't matter, and I wasn't able to do big things in my life, then you can do it too. Especially with help. I had to figure it all out by myself. It was just me, nobody else. Lately, the last couple of years since I started doing the work, I had amazing support from my friends and I gained so many beautiful connections as I elevated my frequency. That's all covered in the book. And I can't wait for you to read it. I have amazing bonuses with the pre-sale going on for a few more days. So, what does life look like when you are finally free? That's what we want to achieve. And live life unapologetically and unfiltered and untamed, and we have to unlearn so many things. And what I can't wait to share with you also, that this book became a bestseller in so many categories in 2 countries already, just in less than 24 hours. And honestly, yesterday I was so emotional. I didn't know that. So the book dropped in the morning, and I was still so busy, sorting out lots of background things with marketing and processing all the messages from friends and the beautiful support. And I sat down at 8 o'clock, saying, oh my gosh, I just have to let it sink in. I'm a published author now. And it's such a massive achievement because I didn't know I had an author in me. I shared in my post that this book nearly didn't happen. Now I'm planning a series of books. So why was that? The people were asking me, what was holding me back? Why did this book nearly didn't happen? And of course, the insecurity, the doubts, the limiting beliefs. Even though I worked on myself so much, they will always keep coming back. It's just a matter of how I handle them and how long I let them sit with me and how long I let them limit me. This is the core message from the book also, that we can take the steering wheel and we don't need to be the passenger. So if we change these things and we catch them in the moment and won't let them hijack our success, our dreams, our desires, then we can indeed achieve so much. So that's how the book came to life, and it was a beautiful journey. Sometimes I went down on memory lane. Unfortunately, that's the nature of healing. It's not a linear, straight up line. It's like a roller coaster. It can go up and down. But that just made me stronger once again, going through those experiences I shared in the book. I realized that there is more work I can do on myself, and that's the beauty of growth and evolving constantly. We can never step in the same river as we stepped in once or today, because that's a constant flow, just like life. Everything is in a flow, and we can't go backwards, we can only go forward if we choose to. So I'm absolutely not, not following my script that I prepared um, today for this live. I'm just speaking from my heart, but it's just so important for everyone to know that anything is possible. Like, I didn't know I had an author in me, and yet my book now is out and it's on the bestseller chart in many countries. I'm going to share my screen and share this with you because I couldn't be more excited, and pictures speak 1,000 words, and actions too, of course. Let me find the share option here. Okay, I hope that you can see this without the Zoom thing is covering it. So the bestseller in the USA, in Kindle store, in Woman and Business books, in self-esteem, self-help, which makes me so happy because that's the key, the self-esteem and self-help. And number 75 bestsellers in Woman and Business Kindle store. Number 24 in new releases in Woman and Business, and number 49 in new releases in Woman and Business books. And in Australia, bestsellers in Kinder Store, bestsellers in self-esteem, self-help. Number 17 in Woman in Business Kinder Store. Top 3 in hot new releases in Woman and Business. Number 52 in Woman and Business books. Number 69 in hot new releases in business and investing. And number 18 in hot new releases in self-esteem, self-help. So this is not a brag, of course. I'm not gonna undermine this massive success and beautiful thing, but it just shows that anything is possible. Until less than a year ago, I didn't think I could publish a book. I'm an author, and I looked up so much to authors who ever wrote a book. And look at it today, this whole process, where it led me. But most importantly, that it's not even about me becoming a published author. It's really about getting this message out to women, to help them to change their lives. So let this be your fuel, your fire, your encouragement, that whatever your deepest desire is, whatever your dreams are, they are there for a reason. You can make them happen. And I can help you. I know it's not always that easy. I just want you to really, really believe in yourself. All right, let me take a sneak peek in my notes, what else I wanted to share. um, and like it just ties in what I'm saying. It's really not about me, this book, because I wrote this book not to impress anyone or to be seen me as a person, but to be finally heard, but not just for myself, for all women collectively, is just so important to improve our placement in society, and not just for ourselves, but for our daughters and granddaughters and generations to come. So this work is so important to me. This is my mission. This is what I realized, that this is my calling, and there is absolutely no way of holding back. It doesn't matter who says what. It doesn't matter how I feel. I always have to place this big vision inside. It's not about me, it's about you. And that keeps me driving forward all the sleepless nights, the hard work, the hesitation, the overthinking, everything that I do. And I can't thank my supporters and my teammates enough doing all the hard work in the background and helping me make it possible, because I certainly could not do it on my own. So the book is also a permission slip for you, a love letter, a movement. So be part of it. We can achieve so much more together. We just multiply and amplify our forces. I know that many of you out there hiding in your brilliance, playing by rules that never agreed to, caring for everyone else by forgetting about yourself. Because I did live that story for so many years. So this is my personal story behind the book. I wanted something in my life finally to be 100% mine. And it's including the mistakes and the failures that come with the process of building something new, something that I have never done before, something that no one can tell me, yes, this is amazing, you'll succeed with it. I just had to build this path brick by brick, step by step, as I was going along the way. And believe me, I made plenty of mistakes. But it doesn't matter now, because I'm here. I'm here with you. And I refuse to shrink to make others comfortable, because sometimes when you change, it can be scary for your environment. They are scared of losing a piece of you, losing the ways everything played out until now. But the truth supporters and the ones who matter in your life will come along, will join you, and they will understand your vision and mission, even if they don't understand. That's the point. Even if they don't understand, because no one can at the beginning until it's done. But if they give you the benefit of the doubt and just support you no matter what, that's wonderful. And some people will delay this process, some people will be with you from the beginning. So I was not giving up on the Red Hill Boss, which was called with Anna Maria at the beginning, because I felt the calling, I felt the deep connection, the intimacy between this thing I was envisioning and myself. And I was not giving up. It doesn't matter, despite the odds and all of that. So why does it matter? I already explained some of it, but there are so many other things that contribute. I worked with and met hundreds of women, powerful, talented, heart-led visionaries, devoted mothers, valuable part of any community, role model to their loved ones and children. And what is the pattern I see over and over again? Every single one of you carries untapped magic. Yet we doubt ourselves. We feel that we haven't done enough. We are not enough. And that needs to end. We have to start with self-love, with self-belief, with self-trust, and give ourselves over to the universe, our higher powers, God, whoever it is for you. And just sometimes just lean into, what's meant for us, instead of trying to figure everything out. But certainly the first step that we need to stop beating ourselves up for every little single detail we haven't done or did wrong. We need to focus on how much we've done, how much we succeeded, how much impact we are already making in so many people's lives. And it can be our children, our grandparents, our parents, um, a small football team you may be coaching in school. You are making an invaluable work already. And that itself is more than enough. But I want you to know that you are capable of so much more. There are no limits. It doesn't mean because you are doing these things that it can only be that. It can be so much more. And the more we do, the better this world gets. We can override all the bad things in life. I believe that with like a unified and global rise of vibrancy and frequency, everything will get better. We can do it, it all matters what we do. So this book is showing you the way out of this place where we are stuck and we don't see how much we are capable of. By choosing yourself, seeing that you matter, and your brilliance, your potential shining through, what you want to do with your life, what you don't want to do with your life, what you like, what you don't, how to determine success and happiness on your own terms. And we do have to unlearn a lot of stories we were told and build a life that is truly yours, that makes you happy, where you can be free and yourself. You can have joy, confidence, wealth, and purpose at the same time. So what's in the book? What's inside? What is the transformation? So part one is undone. What happens when the life you built no longer fits, no longer makes you happy, or maybe it never has, you are just realizing it. And the collapse becomes your turning point. So this is very important that we don't let it bring us down. We let it fuel and fire us. And part two is being unafraid. This is kind of a quiet rebellion that begins when you start saying no to things and expectations and yes to yourself. And it's not selfish, believe me, it's for everyone's benefit. It's just hard to see because we are programmed and conditioned differently. Part three is the unleashed and untamed, where confidence meets boundaries and self-worth rises from the ashes. This is where you remember who you are. This is just becoming, going home, returning home to yourself, because we can venture off so far. I know it. I was the shadow of myself. I was nothing like today. You would not recognize me if you had met me 5 years prior. So we need to return to ourselves. And then part four is when we become unstoppable and unlimited. The version of you no longer asks for permission, validation. She builds wealth, impact, and joy on her own terms. So, would you like me to read a little part of the book and tell you why now? I hope yes, because I prepared this for you. But I want to ask you if this is hitting your heart already. Grab your copy. We have amazing bonuses with the pre-sale. I have a self-worth activation journal, a 3-day journey. You know how to become the best version of yourself and kickstart this journey with the book supplemented already, and starting up a community next month where you can belong with all the like-minded women And you can be into win a full year membership of the feminine business and energy mastery membership. And that's nearly 12,000, 1,200, sorry, $1,200 for you. And just that itself. So everything adds up to nearly $2,000 bonuses. So grab your copy, the pre-sale early, secure it today, be the member of the VIP club, and let's go along on this journey together. So why did I write this book now? Apart from going through my own journey of awakening and being in my own time zone, but I also see that women are waking up, but we still need so much help, and we can support each other the best. We are no longer available for lives that drain us. We are reclaiming our power and purpose. And this book is that movement. It's a call to remember who you are and build everything from there. If you are a coach, a creator, a leader, a mom, a wife, a partner, a parent, or just a woman trying to become herself in any phase of your life, whatever you do, this will speak to you. So let me read you a small, powerful part of the book. And I'd love to hear your takeaway after this. Sorry, let me just bring up the other one that I can read better. So this is chapter 1 from part 1. So let me look at my screen. I will look away from the camera while I read this for you. So every woman, so the chapter title is The Ghost of Who I Am. And this is just one part of the chapter. Every woman carries a quiet knowing, a truth buried under years of expectations, masks, and self-doubt. Part 1 is about confronting the ghost of who you became for others, peeling back the layers of expectations, feeling the sting of what's been lost so you can rediscover the voice that's been yours. You are more powerful than you've grown to believe. This is the moment you choose yourself and the first step toward the life that's been waiting for you. When I was a little girl, I had a doctor's bag. Not just any doctor's bag, it was my most prized possession, filled with everything a little healer could need: a stethoscope, a thermometer, tiny bandages, and a plastic syringe. My dolls were my loyal patients, stoic and obedient, never once questioning my authority. I spent hours diagnosing their imaginary alignments, administering care, and marveling at my own ability to make them better. In my world, I wasn't just a doctor, I was a magician, a miracle worker. There was something about those moments that made me feel powerful, not in the sense of domination, but of purpose. The kind of power that fills your chest with warmth and makes you believe you are capable of anything. I love the way I could imagine a world where I mattered, where my hands brought comfort and my ideas brought change. Even as a child, I had this deep, unshakable belief I could make things better. But as a child, stories go, mine didn't end with me standing in an operating room, in scalpel in hand, ready to change the world. Instead, the world changed me. So I hope you enjoyed it. The rest goes on explaining, how the world treated this vision and mission, and use that as an example why it's so important not to give up ever on your dreams. it's really, really important to keep believing in yourself and keep pushing forward. Excuse me. Like I said many times, my throat is my biggest enemy. So if you have a cure, please let me know because it's killing me nearly every single time. But this is life. This is life, raw and real, as much as it gets. And that's how my book is as well. I share so many stories with you from childhood to today that you can maybe resonate with or see yourself in the same situation, maybe a little different circumstances. But I want to reassure you that we've all been there. We've all been low. We've all been doubting ourselves. And we've all been sweeping our desires and dreams under the carpet. But it doesn't have to be that way. So I really hope that you will grab a copy and give me a feedback. Let me share my screen once again. Then you can have a look at the landing page. So you go to redhillboss.com, Womanizer book, and you can see all the details. There is a little video as well, a trailer for the book, and you see all the details, more details, what's in the book, what's included, and how to order it. And these are the beautiful gifts that come with the book. So when you have your copy, you'll have access to the companion workbook and the 5 beautiful gifts that all complement the book, and you can do more work on yourself. This is an amazing, amazing addition to the book. So you will have the link within the book and the QR codes as well. It's valued at $5.99, which comes completely free with the book. And part of the early bonuses is the self-worth activation journal, a 3 days guided journey with prompts, rituals, and reflections to instantly boost your confidence and reconnect you to your worth. Access to the Womanizer private club circle, excuse me, starting next month, and entry to a giveaway, 1 year membership to the feminine energy and business mastery. I really love to see you on the list. All you need to do is order your copy, take a photo of the receipt, and email it to the Red Hill Boss, and I will send you the self-activation journal as the first step. And whatever country you are in, you can access the book. I'm really excited to see the audience growing, in different countries. And yeah, I love to hear from you. So tag me, message me, email me, even if you want to share your story. I'm already writing the concepts or the following books because there is so much more and so many more areas of life and business that we can tackle together. And your stories will help me shape those as well. And even if you want to be part of it from quote to quote unquote, or just telling me your story, that's absolutely possible as well. So you can be part of this journey. So that's it for today. I think my throat is slowly recovering as we are coming to the end. Let me stop the share. So once again, go to the redhillboss.com, slash womanizer book to grab your copy. And yeah, I'm excited to meet you, to hear from you, and hear your reviews and feedback as well. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here with me, watching the replay, and we'll talk very, very soon. Ciao for now.